Radio. Shout it.
High 1079. It's your boy B High Radio shouting. A-Town stepping in the building. I got my Memphis fam in this thing. Frayser boy. What's good with it, my dog?
Hey, what's happening, man? Proud to be here, man. Appreciate you having me, my brother.
No problem, my dog. Now, Frayser, take me back to day one, coming up in Memphis, the Bay Area to be exact with it, man. What was that like for you, man?
Hey, man, that's real street life, man. Gutter living, man. Memphis, Tennessee, back in the day, man. When your boy coming up, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Just fast living, man. Lost a lot of homies, lost a lot of friends, man. But you know what I'm saying? It made me who I am today, bro.
Crazy. Now, I understand that you was a beast on that basketball court, too, though. Talk
man,
to me.
A lot of people don't know B-High, man. I used to get it in. I used to break ankles, man. I had the jumpers, left hand, which shot you ever want to see, bro. I promise,
definitely
man.
did that.
If you look at me in my side, man, you'll never think like honestly, that was my first passion right there before music, before anything, man. That's what I used to do all day and all night. I used to hustle doing that in the hood. I used to make a lot of money hooping, man.
Crazy. Now, Frayser, coming up in Memphis, man, I'm going to throw some names out there, and I want to know about the inspirations that you got from them. Player Fly.
I think he's one of the most talented lyricists from Memphis, even to this day, man. Dude, Daryl, he put you in a mind frame of just some of the greatest, man. A lot of people slept on him, man. I still think they sleeping on him, man. Dude, just a real beast on that microphone, man. So he's always been a great influence. Even before I started, that's one of the artists I used to listen to that really motivate me to show Memphis artists and people that really don't think they can make it out of the hood, man, that they can make it. You know what I'm saying? No matter your circumstance.
Facts. DJ Squeaky.
That's just another Memphis GOAT, man. You know what I'm saying? Just he been a fool on the producing end, but a lot of folks don't know he used to rap a lot too. But I think Squeaky kind of slowed down on the rapping.
Yeah.
But like I say, he worked with some of the greatest artists in the game today. Squeaky, Project Players, that whole Mo Cheddar clique, man. It's just that Memphis DNA, man. You can't get more Memphis than that.
Tommy Wright the third.
Hey, you can keep calling them, man. The list goes on, man. And then when I'm just sitting here listening to you call these names, man, Memphis has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Like this city right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
It just hold on one second. Okay.
No, you good.
It just unlimited talent, man. You can go on for days, bro.
Facts. Now, Frayser, your journey, man, linking up with Hypnotize Count Posse through that boy Coops the nigga. Talk to me about that situation.
Man, rest in peace, Coop, man. One of my best friends. Like when I started off, you know what I'm saying, in Greenbrier neighborhood where I'm from, where I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, man, Bay Area. He's had his cousin named Pam, real good friend of mine, female. And I used to be up to her house all the time in the hood. And she was actually cousins with Coop. And Coop used to be at the house all the time. And I used to be up there kicking it with her. And I ended up meeting Coop, you know what I'm saying, and getting real cool with him. And at the time, you know what I'm saying, I think I was, at the time, maybe I was riding a little more than him. And I used to take him back and forth to the studio, you know what I'm saying. And that's how I got cool with Paula Juicy, you know what I'm saying. And the rest is history, man. He gapped that bridge, you know what I'm saying, in between us, and that's really how I got to the Hypnotized Mind clique, you know what I'm saying? Thanks to him, man. Like I say, rest in peace, Coops the nigga, Lord infamous, man. And we lost a great one.
Exactly. During them early days, though, man, hooking up with these chicks. What was that like for you, man, just being around legends getting busy?
Well, you know what I'm saying? You're around people that the shit they rap about, they really do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no fakeness, you know what I'm saying? It was all, you know what I'm saying, just the way it was, man. It was just a crazy time, but I'm not gonna lie, it was some of my best times, you know what I'm saying? So I don't regret none of, you know what I'm saying, just being there. There was a lot of things that went sour, but I don't regret what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what, you know what I'm saying, got me to where I am today. You know what I'm saying? That's a stepping stone in my life that got me to where I am today.
Yes, sir. Now, I mean, jumping on that LeChat project, on that Posse song, and going crazy on that thing. What was that like for you?
Well, a lot of people, my career really accounts of being at the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at that point, how I really started, I used to go to the studio even before I was rapping. I started out working promotional, you know what I'm saying, with them and just on the road. You know what I'm saying, traveling with them before I even started my music career. And how I really got my voice heard, I used to do like they used to do a lot of these crowd chants. You know what I'm saying, these hooks where they needed like maybe 2-3 people to, you know what I'm saying, like get bug, you know, just a crowd chant. I used to join in the crowd chants, you know what I'm saying, and just by the tone of my voice, it filled it out real good. And I guess they saw the talent, like maybe he can do this music on his own. You know what I'm saying? Just the way I handled the crowd chants. And on the Chad Murray, she spoke her first album with Hypnotize Minds, Posse song. You know, I think at the time Project Pat was in jail. A lot of Hypnotize Minds artists had kind of left the center or left the label, and it wasn't too many people left. So one day Paul was like, man, they was doing the Posse song with maybe 3-4 people on the Posse song. And if you know our Posse song, they usually have about 7 or 8 artists on it, you know what I'm saying, that was on the label at the time. And he was like, man, well, it was a joke. He was like, Frayser, I'm gonna let you wrote a verse for the Posse song and shit, there ain't nobody left. And I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying, try me. They just don't know. I was like, try me. And man, they said, well, just write your 8 bars, we'll see what you got. I wrote 8 bars. And man, like the next, I recorded it. They liked it, and maybe the next week or so, I got a Hypnotized Mind contract, and I ain't never looked back, bro.
My God! Now, I mean, Frayser, being behind the scenes for that time before you got your opportunity, what was that like? And did you plan on rapping the whole time, or was you just, you know, wanting to be in the music industry?
I don't know. I can't say I wanted. I wasn't looking forward to being in the music industry. I stumbled in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? I kind of stumbled and tripped and fell into it and found my love that I didn't even know that I had for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm from the street, so it wasn't hard to talk about that kind of content. And just watching them do what they do, I was able to learn how to put things in song mode. And you around them beats every day from Paul and Juicy, you can't do nothing but, you know what I'm saying, go in. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't rap, you're going to find yourself bobbing your head and trying to put some shit together because the beats were just too sick.
Exactly. Going off that Bay, man, that first album when that thing went crazy. I mean, talk to me. What was your mental like when you said, okay, I got Paul and Juicy about to record and produce my first album, and it's about to go up in this thing?
First, I was nervous as hell because I didn't know what to expect. Because remember now, I really don't rap. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know too. Like I have a whole nother version of Gone on That Bay that I recorded before I started rapping when they was just trying to see what I had. I back as a motherfucker, bro, because I was really just practicing for what I'm gonna get into. It's a whole nother version from the version that came out that I recorded before that was whack as fuck to me, bro.
That intro, when you blacked out on that thing, man, I mean, talk to me about that, just the creative process on that music.
Hey, man, that intro, man, on that joint, I still think one of the greatest intros, man. I can't even lie. Just when they first started working on it, they did Beethoven just played that on the piano, and you know when you get one of them intros from Paul and Juicy, and you come in after they talk, you got to make sure that you're doing the right motherfucking thing when you're approaching it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, I just followed my heart, and I just did what I know, what I seen other people go through, what I've been through. And just put it into music, man. I did it like that.
I'll bring that weed though, Frayser. Talk to me.
Bring the weed, you bring the liquor. Pop the pills, the pop, yeah, man. It no but gangster shit, man. It was all facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I just really wrote about how I approached the music industry. I just wrote about the things I've been through, things I've seen people go through, or just everyday life. I always wanted to do music for the everyday nigga. You know what I'm saying? The 9 to 5. I just knew that's how I wanted to approach music because I knew everybody wasn't balling, everybody wasn't stunned, everybody wasn't living good. I just wanted to connect with just a normal, everyday person. And that's the mind frame I had when I really wanted to do this, when I found out that I was going to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, teaming up with that boy Lil White, but then I'm going to just talk about the Bay Area song first, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you a Lil White connection, man. Break that down.
Under some mind, me and Lil White from the same neighborhood, we kind of grew up. It's crazy, maybe 3 miles from each other, but I had never met him. Never met him until we got to Hypnotize Mind. He was from one side of the Frayser, and I was from the other side. But it was like 3-4 miles from each other, and White a little younger than me, so maybe that's it.
Yeah.
But we never met each other until we got with Hypnotize Minds, and how we linked. He was with this other group with a couple of other people in this group called SFC, Shelby Forest Click or something. And he was actually the hardest one out the group, so they chose him from the group and signed him, and that's when I met Lil White, bro, and it was just an honor of him being from the same neighborhood I was, so it was just a brotherhood that was made right then and there on the spot, you know what I'm saying? One hard. Plus he hard, and plus he going in, so, you know. Really
Talk about the success of that album, though, man, and I mean, how did your life change personally after that thing hit?
Like I say, before it came out, I didn't know what to expect from people. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my greatest fears. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if they was gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Like this cheesy, whatever. I just followed my heart, man. When that junk came out and I saw the reception of just the connection from the I guess the people that was hearing it to just my craft of writing and whatever, man, it just blew my mind when you actually, because people don't know, a lot of people think rapping is easy. They don't understand how hard it is to get somebody to like your music.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Man, that is the hardest shit in the world, man, to get somebody to like your music, man. I done had times where I passed out CDs and came back, the motherfucker was in the trash can, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of break you.
Yeah.
But you got to keep going. You got to focus on the people that do fuck with your shit, man. And that's really what got me through just breaking, you know what I'm saying, breaking the ice of me getting into the music industry.
Now, when you came back with the second album, though, you know,
Me being me.
Talk to me about that right there. So now you done put out your first album. You done this ain't your first rodeo now, so you back in the game.
Nah.
What was your mindset going into me being me?
Well, I was a little more seasoned then, and I kind of knew where I wanted to go. Got a little more cocky. I got this shit, you know what I'm saying? I got it, you know what I'm saying? And that was actually we was signed to Asylum at the time. Me and Lil White got signed to Asylum, Warner Brothers. And I had the single I Got This Drink on it featuring Mike Jones and Paul Wall. And that was actually my biggest single to date, you know what I'm saying? It did real good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just at the time, Mike Jones and Paul Wall was the shit, you know what I'm saying? Houston was just, they was on fire at the time, and that was just, I guess, I think, and they was, Mike Jones and Paul Wall was on Asylum as well, so it was easy to put together. You know, I think that was when Boosie and Webby was signed to Asylum. Asylum was a new label, and they was signing new artists, and that's how that record happened, man, and it came out crazy.
Now, Serious featuring Chrome. I mean, talk on that one. Yeah.
Chrome, that's another little homie, man. Actually, was the reason that Chrome got to Hypnotize Mind. You know what I'm saying? I had another homie in the hood that told me about Chrome, and I went to the hood and I found Chrome, and I heard him. He let me hear a lot of stuff that he did. I took it to Paul and Juicy, man, and they felt where he was going, and they signed him. And at that point, me and Cron was doing a lot of records together, you know what I'm saying? And Paul made this serious beat, man, and like I say, two gangsters on one record, it wasn't hard to bring it to the door. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean,
man.
speaking of another gangster though, man, you and that boy Crunchy Black on MC
Crunchy is the epiphany of what a gangster nigga is, man.
Come on, man. That boy Crunchy, you gotta love him.
Crunchy is the epiphany of what a gangster nigga is. You can look up in the dictionary and see gangster nigga. Yeah. Crunchy picture gonna be right beside it. Hey, Pooh, come on.
Now you and Crunchy on that She's a Hoe. If she a hoe.
That was actually Crunchy's record.
Yeah.
On his solo album, From Me to You, and just the collabo was so crazy, man. I had to put it on my album too. And like I say, I think Juicy produced that track. And like I say, man, and then that's just some real shit. If she a hoe, she a hoe. She gonna go.
Yes, sir. Now, I mean, for you though, Frayser, what has the game been like for you, man, when you was just in there maneuvering and you realized you down by one of the hottest camps in the game? You know, you're starting to blow, you're getting your recognition and stuff like that. I mean, what was that transition like from going from being behind the scenes to being in front of everything?
Well, it was a crazy transition. Just like I say, it really did change for as what was going on. The only thing that changed was I was really working for the label then, you know what I'm saying? I really was in the music industry. And at that point of time, it was just, I guess, how I can explain it, it was just man, some of the times we had some wild times, we had some good times, we had some bad times, but I wouldn't take it back for the world, my brother. I promise I wouldn't.
I'm with you on that.
It built me for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It trained me for this shit.
Exactly. Now, I mean, look and Hustle and Flow time come around, man, and it's time to write a hit in this thing.
Hey, man.
Talk to me.
I think that's the point when shit started to get a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not on here to lie at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying to you? I got the opportunity of working on Hustle and Flow by no. I got the John Singleton and Craig Brewer was at the studio working on the song at the time, Hard Out Here for a Pimp. Mm-hmm. And Project Pat was in jail again, so that's kind of how the song fell in my lap. You know what I'm saying? They needed a John Singleton, rest in peace, John Singleton. It was he was telling me about what the movie was about before it had came out. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me what the movie was about before it came out, and I wrote exactly to that. The first thing that popped in my head was, "It's hard out here for a pimp." Mm-hmm. He was like, "What you say?" I said, "Yeah, it's hard out here for a pimp. That need to be the name of the song." Mm-hmm. And he said, "That's it." John Singleton was like, "That's it." And once I found out that he liked the name, I built around that and wrote exactly to what the movie was about. And man, the motherfucker got nominated for a fucking Academy Award where niggas didn't even know what that was. They still called it in Memphis. A lot of people come to me and be like, "Congratulations on the Grammy." I be like, nigga, you downsizing the game, my nigga.
I was in a movie in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, when you came with that though, what did Paul and Juicy think when they heard that song?
Man, I don't think nobody know what to think. The song was bumping, but we just did a song for the movie. We didn't know it was gonna go that far, man. It was like a real surprise. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know it was gonna go that far, man. It was like when you dealing with that Academy Award shit, bro, that shit be totally confidential, and they serious about this shit. You know what I'm saying? They is what you call it? Classified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't know nothing until it happens, basically. That shit is for real, for real.
Yeah. working with that boy John Singleton, man. What was that like at that time, being incorporated on the soundtrack and folks just really coming to you to see exactly what the hell you had to put in there?
Well, a lot of, I had actually met John Singleton and worked with him prior to Hustle and Flow. We the chat 36 Mafia had this song called Baby Mama on Baby Boy soundtrack.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had met him then, you know what I'm saying? So I had already had a slick relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got to Hustle and Flow, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I was already comfortable with what was going on, so it was easy to work with what he was saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah, take your time.
You really have to be quiet, baby. You have to be quiet for a second, okay? Daddy fishes you something to eat. You see what they got to go through, brother?
Hey, I feel you. I feel you, man. Hey, I've been going through the same thing.
Man, this little girl keep me going, bro. Yeah, so if I'm moving around, I apologize to everybody, man. I'm trying to get her together. She woke up at an odd time right at the interview. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, it's all good. I'm going to edit it out anyway, so don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so now, you get that Oscar. What goes through your mind when you looking at the Academy Awards and you thinking to yourself, my God, I done went from being in the hood to writing a song for an Oscar?
Man, bro. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, Beehive, man, at that time, that's when I saw shit going left at the same point of when I'm going through something that's supposed to be the biggest blessing in my life, you know what I'm saying, by just all the steadiness that was going on while I was there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was some crazy shit, bro. Like, and just, I was trying to be strong as a man at the same time, and then try to enjoy what was going on at that moment.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It was, man, I don't know, man. I think it was something that there wasn't nobody expecting, and the energy from it, I guess everybody was just in the different directions, bro. So, and I'm not just gonna say that them niggas knew what they was doing, but it was just on point right then at that time, and it was and I saw this shit up front.
So what the hell happened, Frayser, that caused things to go left?
Man, it was like before we got to the Oscars, when we was nominated, Frayser boy had did it. Frayser boy wrote it, all the interviews. That's who did it. Come here, Frayser boy. Let me show the people who wrote this motherfucker. Yeah. And once we won the motherfucker, bro, shit changed on the spot. You know what I'm saying? On the spot. All of a sudden, 36 Mafia wrote it. I got pushed to the background, and they took the forefront just of the situation, which is cool, but I feel like I'm your artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm your artist, so you the only person that can look out for me, because people got to go through you to get to me. And y'all let me drown in this situation. I mean, I still got my hardware, but they let me drown in this situation for us moving ahead of what, you know what I'm saying, what I helped to bring to the table. I'm going to say that.
What caused you to go ahead and leave and split then?
It wasn't me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They waited 2-3 years after the Oscar situation, and then they decided to release me. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, trying to see what happened. They threw out my last album, The Key. You know what I'm saying? And which I feel was one of the worst albums of my career, but it still has some bangers on it. They flew me to LA, bro, and made me do that album in 3 days. Like, that was the point where y'all supposed to produce the best album of my life, man. We Oscar winners right now, bro. And that's really where it went sour to me, to know that niggas that I'll take a bullet for was the motherfuckers that was shooting the gun.
When you looked up and stuff was changing, man, I mean, so how did you spend them next 2 years then waiting on that album to come out?
Man, fucked up. To be real with you, bro. Real fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know where my career was going. And plus, I feel like something I worked so hard for, everything was being taken away from me right at that point, man. So I was in a fucked up place, but I still was trying to hold it down for what I was doing for me. You know what I'm saying? And my family.
Yeah.
So that's what it was, bro.
So what was that real deal situation to where you realized that, hey man, something done changed after we done won this Oscar, and the same love that I was getting showed beforehand ain't here no more?
Beehive, man, listen. Well, when we was at the Oscars, man, I'm talking about the shit was so on hand, bro. They was doing interviews in front of the camera and I was behind the camera, bro. Just me. And you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this shit, bro. I'm seeing this shit. And, you know, to a real nigga, it's gonna be hard to maintain, you know what I'm saying, your inner, you about to say something. I really think I did good with just sitting back and peeping what was going on, man. And it was just a scary time. It was a lonely time. I feel like it was just strange shit. Like, I had my girl there with me, bro, all the way in LA. Listen to this. And she in the hotel room while I'm at the Oscars, bro. Everybody else girl there.
Yeah.
Nigga, my girl at the hotel room. They gave my guest ticket to their lawyer. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I started to say something, and shit got a little rocky, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't feeling that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling that shit. And the next morning, bro, after the Oscars, 7 o'clock in the morning, I was on my way back to Memphis, Tennessee, bro, with a fucking Oscar in my head on the plane. 8 o'clock the next morning, after the night, I won an Oscar. I'm in Memphis. We won an Oscar last night. I'm telling you, we won an Oscar last night. I was supposed to be in LA enjoying this shit. My flight left 7 o'clock that morning. 9 o'clock, I was in Memphis. I get back. I'm still thinking, you know what I'm saying, it's all good, whatever, y'all. But I cut on the TV Beehive, Tyra Banks show. They doing every goddamn show it is on primetime TV the next morning. I'm in Memphis, bro. They performing the song that I wrote. They performing the song that I wrote in my face, and I'm in Memphis. Man, what the fuck, bro? You feel what I'm saying?
Did you ever get a chance to talk to them about it? I mean, when they came back to the Memphis,
they wouldn't face me no more, bro. It wasn't no more conversation out there. They wouldn't face me no more, man. It was so distant that they couldn't do nothing but let me go, because I feel like they felt like they ain't want to hold me, but they held me and let shit die down before they even tried to work on my project. But, bro, they wouldn't even face me too much after that, bro. They kept me distant. That's why they made me do the album in 3 days. They wanted to get me the fuck away, bro. I'm just being honest.
My God.
I'm just being honest. And if they feel like they want to challenge me on what I'm saying, tell me where I'm lying at. Prove to anybody that I'm lying about the shit I'm saying. They can never do that. They're just going to be quiet, man.
Yeah.
But I'm done being quiet about the shit, Beehive. That's why I was so wanted to do this interview with you, man, because I know you gonna ask the real shit.
Yeah, I mean, so to this day though, have you had a chance to sit down with them boys and figure out stuff and just say, hey man, I ain't appreciate that?
Bro, the next time I saw Paul, maybe after I had left Hypnotize Minds, I seen Paul maybe 5 years after the situation, bro. And I think we was performing at the Gathering of the Juggalos together. Me, where it was actually Lil White, and I was doing a guest appearance with him there on the show. And Paul was on the same show, but he performed maybe 2 that morning. We performed 3 that afternoon. So I come in my dressing room, Beehive, and I see Paul on the side over there talking to Lil White, talking to everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see the nigga. This is how I know we had, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know we had beef.
Yeah.
I see him try to go over to him and just at least say, what's up? I'm happy to see him. I'm still happy to see you, bro. I ain't seen you in a minute, nigga. You changed my life, nigga. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. How you doing? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I'm headed his direction. He sent one of his homies over there to tell me mid-stride of walking toward him, he don't want to talk. I'm like, he don't want to talk? Oh, okay. So I just turned around and kept going where I was going. So I come back from where I was going, walking back to the dressing room, Beehive. This nigga, like, waiting on me halfway. I'm talking about Paul. Waiting on me halfway in like a golf cart. Like he got something to say to me. Okay, I see him. I'm approaching him. So he just sitting there like he want to say something, but the nigga never saying shit. He just looking. And I'm like, nigga, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, spit it out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm done with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for whatever. And it was sad that it was a nigga that really was my friend and I thought had my best interest in everything, acting like he got a problem with me for whatever reason. And it really wasn't a real reason. And that let me know that a nigga's just trying to make up some shit just in case. He don't know what I'm gonna do. He's just trying to come with some shit just in case. He didn't know shit. And I wasn't even on that shit, bro. Mm-hmm. I wasn't even on it, Beehive. I'm happy to see you, my brother. Nigga, it didn't go that way. Damn. And that's when I found out that when me and him weren't cool as I thought. You feel what I'm saying? Which is cool. I'm a grown-ass man, you a grown-ass man. But don't play with me when you know it ain't no real reason. You should be, you know what I'm saying, doing what you doing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, nigga, I was loyal to you. I went through you before I did anything. I moved the way you moved. And nigga, it wasn't no way. You can never say that I won 1,000 with what I was doing all the way around the table,
man. I just don't understand. You know, it hurts me because I think to myself, all of y'all got all this damn talent and all of this stuff going on. And then, has anybody thought about just doing a Hypnotize Camp Posse reunion or anything just to get the party back?
You saw they did a reunion, Beehive. They did a reunion for a minute before, you know what I'm saying, it died down, but I was nowhere in the picture, and which is cool, you know what I'm saying, but I feel like this, you know, the people wanted to see my craft just as much as everybody else, so I wasn't fucked up about it. They, like I said, they did put together a reunion, but it was everybody except me, which I wasn't really expecting to be on it, but it was just funny to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pushing me out the picture for whatever reason, and it really ain't even a reason.
Yeah. Have you talked to Juice?
I mean, I seen Juice afterwards in LA, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it wasn't no problem. It was all love when I saw him, but, you know, you never know what a nigga thinking. But, you know, but up front, it was all love. I don't have no problem, but I just feel like Paul could have handled this shit better if it was a problem. We could have talked like men, you know what I'm saying? Instead of you putting on a show in front of all your niggas like I supposed to fold up. First of all, I'm a man at the end of the day, bro. You come to me with the shit, I'm coming back with the shit. And I hate, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like that. That shit, nigga, I'm from the Bay. I'm from Memphis just like you, nigga. So you wolf, I'm wolfing back, nigga. And I bite, nigga. And that's how I felt, nigga. I was humble for a long time, Beehive. And sometimes that humble shit got to go out the door, man, when a nigga playing with your manhood, bro, and trying to treat you like you ain't bring something to the table like the rest of these niggas.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you. Now, teaching classes up there in New York on Memphis music, man. Talk to me about that.
That's the second era of my career right there, man. I really, now I really know what I'm here for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I really realize what I'm here for. How I got to that situation, I worked on this documentary. It was on Netflix. You can stream it on Amazon now, iTunes. It's called Take Me to the River.
Yeah.
Man, that's one of the dopest projects that I ever been a part of, man. It's from this director, Martin Shore, out of San Francisco, California, man. And it's a documentary about Memphis music, collaborating with Stax artists like William Bell, Bobby Blue Bland, Bobby Rush, and people like that. Yo Gotti is a part of Snoop Dogg, Terrence Howard narrating it. And I collaborated with Bobby Rush, and like Yo Gotti collaborated with Bobby Blue Bland before he died. man, it's a dope project, and we have a education initiative off that project, and we go talk to schools about, you know what I'm saying, music classes in colleges about, you know what I'm saying, about music.
Yeah.
And just in New York, I'm kind of on my professorship from time to time, you know what I'm saying, they had this Memphis music history class, and it be kids all over the world that really is interested about the essence of Memphis music and where it come from, man. They be asking about Tommy Wright, they be asking about Skinny Pimp, and you have 16-year-old people, boys and girls from New York, asking about Tommy Wright and Skinny Pimp.
Yeah.
That shit be blowing my mind, and they be so receptive of your information, man. And it's a humbling experience, bro.
Talk about that culture in Memphis, though, man. And I mean, just being able to be a part of, just even over there with the Hypnotize Count Posse with 360,
Hey,
that's a major part of it right there, especially hip hop.
hey, man, it's in the barbecue sauce, bro. It's in the barbecue sauce, man. Just season it in the barbecue sauce, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just some shit that's in our blood, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have a sound that's so unique from the world that it stand out when you hear it. It's real, it's gutter, it's soulful, it's heartfelt, it's I mean, it's everything around the table when it comes to music. If you looking for some real shit, that's just how Memphis music come across to the audience.
Exactly.
You feel me? Repetitive hooks. We're gonna be, if we rapping or singing, we gonna make you feel this shit. It's gonna get in your blood. That's just how we operate.
Come on now. Now, I mean, when you think about artists that inspired you, though, man, and that you had the opportunity to work with, what are some of your favorite collective memories of all of that stuff?
You talking about artists from Memphis?
Memphis and just across the country too.
Okay, well, of course, man. You know, coming up, listening to motherfuckers like NWA, it just make you just, you know what I'm saying, just see this shit differently. The way they just hit the scene, it just, the way they represented this shit, man, and the way they didn't let nobody tell them what to talk about it, and they content that they had to do in their music. I just love their freedom of how they approach this shit, and because when it comes to music, man, you have to do what's in your heart. You know what I'm saying, and that's how people gonna feel you. You have to go with what's in your heart, even if you don't know what you're doing. Go with what your heart telling you to do. That's what music about. It's about you and what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Trends are overrated, man. It's gonna be hard to stand up when you're trying to do what the next man or the next female do, man. You got to do what's in your heart, man, and that's what's gonna separate you from everything else.
What about 8 Ball and MJG, man? Come on, those are two of my favorites. Did you ever get a chance to come across them boys and get some game?
Yes. I have a lot of songs with 8 Ball and MJG, and it still amazes me that somebody that I looked up to for so long as a Memphis, like them goats, man, like real goats. You feel what I'm saying? That it'd be a humbling experience too when they actually want to work with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nigga, you want to work with me, nigga? You just don't know, nigga. You 8 Ball and MJG, man. It's just, that's royalty, bro. When it comes to Memphis music history, that's royalty.
Yeah.
I feel that's royalty, and I feel like even today they don't get a lot of credit that they deserve. What, baby? I see.
Why do you think that they don't put the respect on their name that they deserve? Because even in Atlanta, we rocked hard with 8 Ball and MJG too.
I don't know, man. It's like they get the respect they deserve. Maybe it's because I've seen their journey up close and personal that I feel like they need to get some more be more deserving of what them niggas done did for the music industry, not just Memphis. Yeah. For the music industry, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just what they talked about in their music, bro. You can't do nothing. You relate to that shit, bro. Exactly. It wasn't no fake shit. A lot of people just be rapping, man. When music has substance, that's what attracts me. Exactly.
Any other artists that you care to mention that had an impact on you, though, Frayser?
I mean, even though it went sour, 360 Mafia had a lot of impact on me.
Talk to me.
Even before I even got to him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You hearing this shit out of Memphis, bro. These niggas in the neighborhood next to you, and they made it all over the world. That's some inspirational shit, bro.
Yeah.
When you coming from a little city like Memphis, man, a lot of niggas dying, killing, mobbing, raping, pimping, whatever,
Yeah.
to do what they got to do to eat.
Yeah.
And to see niggas from Memphis make it out of Memphis in that way, in a positive way, man, it's addictive, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an addictive thing, man, and it kind of makes you want to do what they doing.
Exactly. When you got full-fledged into this music industry, was it everything that you thought it was going to be, or was it a little bit more?
Bro, the music industry, advice for anybody, man, just have your shit together, man, and make sure you got your hard hat on, man. It's a crazy ass business, bro. All the way around the table, it's a crazy ass business. It's gonna be some ups, it's gonna be some downs, it's gonna be some arounds, it's gonna be some lefts, it's gonna be some rights, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have your head on tight, man, and make sure all your ducks in a row. And like I say, make music from the heart, man. And it's not a guarantee that everybody's gonna like your shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to, but don't let that discourage you. You just have to focus on the people that do like your shit. You know what I'm saying? And you focus on them. And the other people catch up if they meant to catch up, man.
Now, what was the craziest thing that you had to wrap your mind around, though, Frayser?
Far as what, making music?
Yeah, in the music industry and stuff that you were just seeing and witnessing and that you was a part of.
Hey, man, everybody ain't straight. Everybody ain't straight.
Come on
a lot of niggas in your face one way, you turn your back there another way, man. And it's just like I guess you in the jungle, man, with lions, tigers, and bears, man, and everybody like I'm gonna say this too. Stay working on your craft, because there's always somebody that's coming for your motherfucking neck, bro.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to stay tight on what you're doing, and it's just your mind frame of just putting out music, man, because there's always somebody working 2-3 times as hard as you trying to enter the music industry. You know what I'm saying? So just stay tight on your shit.
And what's going through your mind when you seeing these folks living these double lives up close and personal? You like, what the fuck going on around here, man?
Hey, you see a lot of fuckery, bro. You see a lot of fake watches, fake diamonds, fake shit, rentals, and all Airbnbs, and you see a lot of this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hold on, man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Like I say, man, you see a lot of fuckery, man, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if it ain't about you, you just look the other way, but just make sure you peep game and see what's going on. A lot of these niggas fake it till they make it.
Facts. Lastly,
Yeah.
Frayser, anything else you want to get off your chest, my dog, and how can these folks contact you?
Hey, man, you can contact me on IG at Frayser Bizzle, FRAYSER BIZZLE. The same thing on Snapchat, Facebook. My real name is Cedric Coleman, CEDRIC, Coleman, COLEMAN. Google a nigga, and I want everybody to know that's been down with me for so long, man, that I'm still doing this shit. If you're wondering where I'm at, I'm right motherfucker here. I'm still doing this shit, and I ain't letting up on these niggas. Music is getting better. I'm not gonna let you down. I got my new EP on the way, going on that bag 2. On the way, probably this summer. My new album, You're the Underdog, on the way, probably toward the end of the year. I'm just working on a lot of things right now, man, trying to stay busy. I'm putting together a couple movies, putting together a couple reality shows I'm working on. Shit, man, just trying to stay afloat, be high, man. You know how it go, my brother.
I ain't mad at you at all, man. When you touch down in the A, make sure you holler at me, fool.
Bro, like I say, hey, I'm so honored, man, that you just reached out to me, bro. Thank you, because I don't get to tell my story a lot, man. And when I get that opportunity, man, I want to let them know, man, that it ain't what they think it is, man. A lot of people be blindsided of how much they love 3-6 Mafia, that they can't see no wrong, which I understand.
Yeah.
But just know everybody ain't perfect, man, and it's a lot of sour shit, bro, that a nigga had to get through to bounce back, man. It was hard, nigga. It was hard to bounce back a little bit. I ain't saying I'm always bounce back, but nigga, I got some momentum on my own. And just by them was doing everything for me, I had to learn shit on my own and stand up like a man and handle my own business as my music career. So I feel like I'm at that point now, and I'm more on another level of just being on my own as a solo artist for real.
Answer me this though. Are you open to, you know, working it out and getting stuff right with folks?
Hey man, I forgive, but I never forget. Yes, I'm open.
Okay.
Of course I'm open. I'm still open.
Yeah.
That's my family, bro.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot of shit together. We seen the world together. I fuck with them, even through all the bullshit. But I just feel like don't come to me on some more shit when you know it ain't really that. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a problem with some more shit, man, we can talk about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to all that type of shit. But when you come on some more shit, I'm open to that too. That's just how I am, man. It's just, hey, you want it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? I hope it don't come to that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Well, Frayser, appreciate you stopping by, my dog.
Hey, salute to you, Be High. You keep doing your thing, my brother. God first and everything will fall into place, man. That's my motto.
I can dig it, man. Take it easy, my dog. Salute.
Love, bro. Love ATL.